Ganeto.
Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're gonna do something different yet exciting and helpful. We're gonna take a look at what I have ready currently for Master League. Every single one of these Pokemon was built up to this point for a single purpose, and that is Master League. So let's start with Mewtwo. This is my first one and it runs Confusion, Ice Beam and Thunderbolt, an all-around Pokemon with excellent damage and massive move pool. Mewtwo is not bulky but can handle some hits. I ran this moveset on this Mewtwo as Ice Beam and Thunderbolt provide huge coverage against anything, and Confusion as a fast attack provides a lot of damage against any opponent. Next up we have my second Mewtwo and the one that I'm using the most, running a very different moveset than the previous Mewtwo with Psycho Cut as a fast move, which is ideal for faster charge and Psy Strike that can deal huge amounts of damage. Focus Blast will one-hit KO almost anything in its path. I have participated in some Master League tournaments via the Sylph Arena, and all I can say is that Focus Blast won several matchups for me. It always feels great to one-hit shot a Snorlax. Okay, let's talk about this guy now, Dialga, my all-time favorite legendary. When it was released I was so excited about it, so I went out there to grind as much as I could. This was the best one I encountered after 52 tries in 3 weeks, and I couldn't resist but to max it out and purchase a second move. It really paid off the investment, as it's the number 1 pick in Master League and an all-around PvE Pokemon for any trainer. PvP, Team Rocket, Raids or even gyms are all its specialty. Dragon Breath and Iron Head are the standard moves for Doctor Who, but Dragon Meteor and Thunder are the ones that you have to decide on. In terms of PvP, a secondary move is a must-have, and I use Dragon Meteor as it always feels nice to nuke down your opponents. Moving on, we got Tyranitar. I've caught this guy the past December from a Team Rocket grant while the massive community day moves were still available after evolving. I was so lucky to have one, and when Go Battle was announced, I immediately powered it up. A very good counter to Giratina with all around stats. Despite that though, people don't seem to like this Rockstar in Master League, but if you're looking for a budget Pokemon that you could use outside of PvP as well, then this option is recommended to you. Coming up, we've got Dragonite. I used to run Dragon Tail and Outrage on this one, but since Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw came back into play, I swapped its moves. Dragon Breath can be devastating if your opponent lets you use it freely, and Dragon Claw can get spammy even with a fast move that doesn't charge up that fast. I have to confess to you trainers that I didn't purchase a secondary move on my Dragonite up until recently, as I like to use other Dragon Breathers like Dialga or even Gyarados. I would like to introduce you to another favorite Pokemon from the main game series, my best buddy Haralabis. When I returned to the game, I didn't even have a Beldam. I was so disappointed at the time that Beldams were not spawning at all, and then, all of a sudden, 3 months later, Beldam Community Day happened. In addition to that, it was given its signature move, Meteor Mass, which made it number 1 Steel type in all categories, both PvP and PvE. Defense, you got it. Attack, its specialty. Bulk, you can take the hits, no worries. Bullet Punch, Meteor Mass is the way to go, except when you will encounter another Steel type. Then just go straight Earthquake for the nuke. Now we'll move forward with the champ of this roster, Rhyperior. Judge me all you want, I wanted that Rhyhorn Community Day happen for a long time, so I voted for it. I had the chance to catch it as a shiny Rhyhorn during the first minutes of the event at level 30. Having a 98% shiny is not how my luck works, so I was pretty excited. I would like it more, of course, if it had that 15 IV in attack, but that doesn't matter because when Master League emerged, this Rhyperior carried me to rank 10 and continues to increase my combat rating. Coming up next, Mr. Sneak. I literally loved every gaming aspect from the Diamond Pokemon game, so Giratina is another favorite Pokemon of mine. Even Empoleon is my favorite starter. The only thing I dislike about those series is Palkia, I just don't want to discuss about it. Alright, Giratina Origin is an amazing lead as it can take down any Steel type, Kyogre, or even land a second Shadow Ball at the Togekiss. Full Ghost moveset is the way to go, just take extra care for those Dialgas and Snorlaxes which can literally farm you down despite your evil looks. Another shiny 98%, lacking that 15 in attack, but this time a mythical Mercury. I used to run Thunderbolt on mine, but since the addition of superpower in each move pool, I swapped the moves. Thunderbolt is still great against Kyogre, so take note of that. Melmetal is a pure steel type that can be better in certain matchups than its counterpart Metagross. Being pure steel allows Melmetal to have a chance against Giratina. In Master, it's not that squishy and can even take an earthquake like a champ. I always keep mine in the back as my safe switch. It's time to meet my cheese trainers. Traded with my brother from that Raikou raid day. A very good lead in Master League. I'm always trying to lead with Raikou as it can get spammy with Thundershock, Wild Charge, or even deal a lot of damage with Shadow Ball. Volt Switch recently got a buff, so you may consider that option too. Higher damage output and almost the same amount of energy gain. Now we'll focus a little bit on my Gyarados. In every Sylph tournament I have participated, there isn't a set of 3 in which I didn't use Gyarados. I know that nothing is budget for Master League, but it has the lower cost to unlock a second move, amongst the Dragon Breathers of course, eliminating the threats of Metagross, Groudon, or even being able to take down Giratina or Dragonite, as it receives neutral damage and deals super effective. Also, it is fairly easy to build a Gyarados as Magikarps are very common. Dragon Breath and Twister are not legacy anymore, so combine them with Crunch for the better outcome. Forearms wants to make its way to Master League as well. Machamp is a pure DPS and as any good DPS it cannot take many hits. In Master League it is able to take down the steals, which are the key in Go Battle League. Whenever you decide to play with Machamp in your team, always be prepared for its counters, so try to combine Machamp with a Togekiss or a Snorlax to avoid any Giratina threats. Machamp, Togekiss and Dialga is a very solid team for example and worth trying out. Well trainers, it is time for you to meet my Atrocitus. I'm a big DC comic book fan, so some of you may relate to this name. I caught this Scizor from Marlow. I was really trying to get 100% Scyther till the game started back in the day. Unfortunately though, I removed the move Return, which I immediately regretted. If you have one like this, be sure to run Night Slash and don't remove the move Return. Keep it on it, it will be so useful. Fairy Cutter will charge those moves super fast, or you can go with the Ultra League method, the good old Bullet Punch Scizor. We have reached this roster's final Pokemon trainers and it is going to be a Swampert. Let's be realistic for a second everyone, the only good starter for Master League has to be Swampert. All the others can sign up to Ultra League, but Swampert is meta relevant in every single league. In Masters, Swampert lead can turn out fantastic, as it is another good counter to the Steel typing and the so loved and hated Dialga. Earthquake can deal about 50% to a Giratina or a Kyogre, so never think that your Swampert is done for. Not until at least you unleash your charge moves. Leading with Swampert followed up by a Pokemon like Snorlax and Metagross can be a good tactic to perform the perfect team to counter the entire meta. Trainers, this is my entire roster for Masters. Yes, I have maxed out several other legendaries and not, but these are the ones that I'm using for PvP. A second move is always needed, so I'm trying to whenever max out a Pokemon to unlock a second move instantly. I know that I'm missing some key Pokemon like Snorlax and Togekiss, but that's because I haven't found any good IVs yet. Two other honorable mentions are gonna be Mamoswine and Garchomp, especially the second one, as it can bait very easy with the Sun Tombs and lower the defense of your opponent. If you love legendaries, try a team with Dialga and Giratina as your core. Note that Lugia will get by the end of this month its signature move Aeroblast, which may shake things up in the Master League meta. Lugia and Dialga are, in my opinion of course, the best core for every team. If you don't like legendaries or really overpowered Pokemon, you can go with a team like Swampert, Dragonite and Snorlax, or something like a Machamp, Togekiss and Rhyperior. That's it, trainers. Be sure to leave a like or even subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of video, and tell me in the comments your thoughts. Take care everyone, and see you on the next one.
Life is happy but it's so insane. We must